Mm-hmm.
And the scene, I knew he was not going to propose to me, people. I knew he was not going to. I went to his room to get gifts. It was a total, it was a funny scene.
What did your family think of Usman?
My son's right here, actually. No. My mom loves him. They have their own thing, and he'll video chat her and he'll go, "Mommy," and she goes, "Soldier boy," you know. And my mom has been my number one supporter. Jamal, my son, now is, you know, he's protective of his mother. He should be, you know. And Jamal and my mother, they know what I've been through and prior relationships and everything. So they want me just to protect my heart a little bit, you know. And of course they're cautious. I mean, Jamal's only 7 years younger than Usman, you know. This was a big leap for me, and I feel like I did the right thing.
Mm-hmm. Does Jamal and Usman, have they talked?
They talk a little bit, you know, a little bit. They follow each other, you know, and they talk a little bit. And Jamal's so funny because Jamal's like, "Mom, if you need any, you know, relationship advice, you know, you can hit me up. I'm only 7 years younger than him," and everything. And it's funny, but Jamal's my biggest support system.
That's great.
So,
that is great.
You know, and at the end of the day, he wants his mother to be happy. That's what you want for your mother. I mean, Jamal and I have been through a lot, you know, and I feel like if I didn't have the support now, I wouldn't even do it.
Mm-hmm. How is this relationship different from any other relationship that you've had in the past?
He's Usman. And once you get to know him, I mean, he is such a good, warm, humble person, you know, and I've gotten to know, I mean, we weren't just on the phone video chat. He was singing to me, you know, like singing, I'm swooning with like hearts and rainbows all over me, you know. This relationship we built this together, you know. And I mean, my favorite times with Usman are like 3, 4 in the morning. And it's just him and I, nobody's calling, nobody's, you know, nothing. It's just him and I. And that's the closeness that I share with him.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think is probably maybe the most surprising thing that you learned about him that like you weren't expecting when you kind of first started building your relationship?
How humble he is. Mm-hmm. What a humble person he is. Do you know he has his own charity? It's called USB Entertainment Foundation. He gives out, and I mean, he gives out so much that it's humbling for me here because I feel bad. I'm like, damn, maybe I should be giving out more, you know? But he's a very humble and he's a very nice, and he's a totally 100% authentic.
Yeah. Was there any, you know, go ahead, sorry. Oh, no, I didn't mean to cut you off.
But like with, you know how it is like with celebrities and stuff, you know, like everybody has like that one person they gravitate to, like when, you know, like when they come home, you know, all this right here. So I'm very privileged to be in his life. Yeah. And he's very privileged to be in my life, you know.
Is there anything that you watched back so far that has totally made you cringe?
No. Okay. That's okay. So on Friday's episode, they did the bonus scene. Mm-hmm. And the scene, I knew he was not going to propose to me, people. I knew he was not going to. I went to his room to get gifts. It was a total, it was a funny scene. And everybody's like, "Oh, she's desperate." Did I really think he was going to propose to me? I was human, okay? So I was holding my hand out. And I'm like, "It goes on this finger." And we were dying. I mean, we were laughing so hard. I had tears coming out of my eyes. That's what was so funny. And it was so misconstrued. And everybody's like, "Oh, she's desperate." Oh, that I knew he wasn't going to propose to me the second day. I wasn't even his girlfriend, you know. I'm just hanging out, and I think that's like that was that one and the PlayStation scene. Like they made it look like he just grabbed his stuff and just walked back to the room, you know, and like bye Kim, you know. And it wasn't like that, you know. So some things have been misconstrued, but in a good way, you know what I mean? So whatever. And people, like I said, people can think what they want. I know what kind of woman I am. I know what kind of man Usman is. Mm-hmm. I love him. Sorry, I had to say that. Sorry, TLC.